All right, so we're diving into the delicious world of Delicatessen Specialized Sellers today. Getting ready for that interview. We're going to crack open RoleCatcher's Career Guide and Interview Guide. We'll help you ace it. Think of us as like your culinary coaches, here to spice up your prep with some insider tips and maybe even some surprising facts about the world of fancy cheeses and cured meats.
Yeah, and what's exciting is we're not just going to be talking about reciting memorized answers. We're going to help you showcase that passion for food, demonstrate that you're not just a salesperson, but you're a true connoisseur.
Exactly. But first, let's tackle those interview questions head on. RoleCatcher has prepped us with 9 common ones, so let's break down a few. See how you can transform these from hurdles into opportunities to shine.
Sounds good. That first question is a classic. What experience do you have in delicatessen sales? Now, don't panic if you haven't actually been behind a deli counter before. This question is all about highlighting those transferable skills.
Okay, so how do I spin that summer job at the ice cream parlor into relevant deli experience?
Think about the core skills involved. Customer interaction, product knowledge, maybe even upselling. Did you ever recommend a flavor combination that surprised a customer? Or smoothly handle a rush when everybody wanted a cone on a hot day?
Well, that's a great point. It's about framing those experiences in a way that showcases your ability to engage customers,
Yeah,
provide recommendations, and work efficiently in a fast-paced environment.
exactly. And you can actually use RoleCatcher's AI to tailor your responses to highlight those specific skills. Imagine inputting your experience into their platform, and it suggests ways to rephrase your answer. Emphasize those key areas. It's like having a personal resume and interview coach right in your pocket.
Now, that's what I call a secret ingredient.
Right.
Okay, what about this one? How do you stay up to date on new delicatessen products and trends? I mean, beyond just, loving to eat. How do I show I'm a real foodie who's in the know?
This question is your chance to really show that you're a lifelong learner. You're always hungry for knowledge, pun intended. Think beyond just saying you like to try new things. Mention specific industry publications, blogs, or even social media accounts you follow.
Ooh, like sharing that obscure Italian cheesemaker I discovered on Instagram who only uses milk from free-range llamas.
Exactly. It shows you're genuinely passionate about this world. You're going beyond the supermarket aisle to explore those hidden gems.
And speaking of hidden gems, RoleCatcher's Career Guide actually dives into the different career stages for a delicatessen specialized seller. Did you know there are 3 distinct levels?
Yeah, it's like leveling up in a gourmet food RPG.
Yeah.
You start at entry level, then progress to junior, and eventually reach the esteemed senior delicatessen specialized seller.
So it's not just about getting the job, but understanding there's a clear path for growth and development. That's reassuring for anyone starting out in this field.
Absolutely. Knowing those stages can also help you tailor your answers to showcase your ambitions and your potential.
All right, back to those interview questions. This next one feels a little trickier. How do you handle a difficult customer in a delicatessen? Everyone's got that story about the customer who wanted their pastrami sliced paper thin. But how do I showcase my grace under pressure without sounding robotic?
RoleCatcher hits the nail on the head with their advice. Active listening is key. But go beyond just saying you'd listen to their concerns. Share a specific anecdote where you successfully navigated a challenging customer interaction.
So instead of just saying, I'm a good listener, I should paint a picture of a time when I turned a frustrated customer into a happy one. Maybe that time a customer was unsure about which cheese to buy for their party, and I helped them select the perfect variety based on their preferences and the occasion.
Exactly. A real-life story brings your skills to life and demonstrates your ability to handle those tricky situations with finesse. And think about potential follow-up questions the interviewer might ask. They might probe deeper into your conflict resolution skills or ask how you maintain composure under pressure.
That's a great tip. So I should always be prepared to elaborate on my answers and provide concrete examples that showcase my abilities.
Precisely. Now let's dive into a question that gets to the heart of this role. How do you approach customer service in delicatessen sales? It's more than just transactions, right?
Right. It's about creating an experience, guiding customers through a world of flavors, maybe even introducing them to something new and exciting they wouldn't have discovered on their own.
Exactly. This is your chance to showcase your passion for food and your ability to connect with people on a deeper level. Think about a time when you went above and beyond for a customer. Did you help them create a memorable cheese board for a special occasion? Or suggest a pairing that surprised and delighted them?
I love that. It's about showcasing your ability to create a connection. Make each customer feel like they're getting a personalized experience. And RoleCatcher's AI can actually analyze your answers and suggest ways to strengthen them. Ensuring you're highlighting those key aspects of customer service. It's like having a personal editor for your interview responses.
That's the beauty of this technology. It can help you fine-tune your answers and make sure you're putting your best foot forward.
Okay, on to the next question. How do you ensure food safety in a delicatessen? Hmm. This one feels pretty straightforward, but are there any nuances I should be aware of?
This is a critical aspect of working with food. So the interviewer is looking for a solid understanding of regulations and best practices. Go beyond just mentioning like washing your hands. Highlight specific examples of how you've implemented food safety measures in the past, whether it's following proper temperature control, using clean utensils, or ensuring proper storage techniques.
So I should really showcase my knowledge of those nitty-gritty details. Maybe describe how I meticulously label and rotate stock to ensure freshness and prevent spoilage.
Exactly. It shows you're not just following the rules. You're genuinely invested in maintaining a safe and hygienic environment for both customers and colleagues. And here's where RoleCatcher's AI can come in handy again. Their platform can actually analyze job descriptions and identify any keywords related to food safety that you might want to incorporate into your answers. It's like having a personalized cheat sheet to ensure you're hitting all the right notes.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this AI can really give me an edge in the interview process. It's like having a secret weapon to help me navigate those tricky questions and present myself as the ideal candidate.
And remember, it's not about replacing your personality or your genuine passion for food. It's about enhancing your ability to communicate those qualities effectively.
Now that's a recipe for success. Okay, let's tackle another question. How do you handle inventory management in a delicatessen? This one seems a little more technical. What kind of experience should I highlight here?
Think about any experience you have with tracking inventory, whether it's from a retail job, a volunteer role, or even managing your own pantry. The interviewer is looking for someone who's organized, detail-oriented, and able to minimize waste.
So even if I've never managed deli inventory specifically, I can still draw on those experiences to showcase my organizational skills and my ability to keep track of things.
Absolutely. Highlight situations where you had to monitor stock levels, anticipate demand, or ensure that products were properly stored and rotated. Imagine describing a time when you noticed a product was running low and took the initiative to order more, preventing a potential shortage. That demonstrates responsibility and foresight.
And I'm guessing RoleCatcher's AI can help me fine-tune those answers to emphasize those key skills.
You got it. The AI can analyze your responses and suggest ways to strengthen your wording, ensuring you're highlighting those transferable skills in a way that resonates with the interviewer.
Okay, on to the next one. How do you handle high-pressure situations in a delicatessen? I mean, I thrive on the chaos of a busy kitchen. But how do I convey that without sounding like I enjoy the stress?
This question is all about demonstrating your ability to stay calm, focused, and efficient even when things get hectic. The interviewer wants to know you can handle the lunch rush, a sudden influx of customers, or even a complicated order without getting flustered.
So I should share a story about a time when I juggled multiple tasks, kept a cool head, and still managed to provide excellent customer service. Maybe that time I had to assemble a large catering order while simultaneously helping customers at the counter.
Exactly. And think about potential follow-up questions. The interviewer might ask about your time management skills or your ability to prioritize tasks under pressure.
Right, mental note. Always be prepared to go deeper and provide specific examples that support my claims.
Now let's move on to a question that often trips people up. How do you upsell delicatessen products to customers? It's a delicate balance, right? You want to increase sales without being pushy or overwhelming the customer.
Right. It's about understanding their needs and offering them genuine value, not just trying to unload extra inventory.
Exactly. Think about how you can introduce customers to new flavors or suggest pairings that complement their selections. Maybe you could recommend a specific type of mustard to go with a particular salami, or suggest a delicious dessert cheese to round out their meal.
Ooh. Like that time, I convinced a customer to try a smoked Gouda they'd never heard of before, and they ended up coming back the next week to tell me how much they loved it.
Perfect example. It shows you're not just trying to make a sale. You're genuinely passionate about helping customers discover new and exciting food experiences.
And I bet RoleCatcher's AI can help me fine-tune that story to emphasize those key aspects of upselling, providing valuable recommendations and creating a positive customer experience.
You're catching on. It's all about using these tools to your advantage and showcasing your skills in the most compelling way possible.
Okay, let's tackle the last question for this part of our deep dive. How do you handle pricing and discounts in a delicatessen? I'm assuming it's more than just knowing how to operate the cash register, right?
Right. This question is about demonstrating your understanding of the business side of things. The interviewer wants to know you can make informed decisions that benefit both the customer and the company.
So it's about finding that sweet spot between customer satisfaction and profitability.
Exactly. Think about any experience you have with pricing strategies, applying discounts, or dealing with promotions. Did you ever come up with a creative way to promote a slow-moving item? Or successfully implemented a promotional offer that increased sales?
Ooh, I could talk about that time. I convinced my manager to offer a build-your-own charcuterie board promotion that ended up being a huge hit with customers.
Perfect. It shows you're thinking strategically and you understand how to drive sales while maintaining a healthy profit margin. And once again, RoleCatcher's AI can help you fine-tune that story to highlight those key business acumen skills.
This AI is like my personal hype man. But seriously, I'm starting to see how these resources can really help me showcase my skills and land that dream job.
That's what we're here for. We're your culinary career guides, here to help you navigate the interview process and land that coveted spot behind the deli counter.
And speaking of career guidance, let's not forget about RoleCatcher's Career Guide, which provides some amazing insights into the different career stages for a delicatessen specialized seller.
That's a great point. We've just scratched the surface of those career insights, but we'll dive deeper into those levels and explore some advanced interview strategies in part 2 of our deep dive.
Stay tuned, folks. We've got a lot more delicious insights coming your way.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the delectable world of Delicatessen Specialized Sellers.
We're back with more tips to help you ace that interview and land your dream job among the gourmet goodies.
In part 1, we tackled those 9 common interview questions, showing you how to turn them into opportunities to showcase your passion and expertise.
And we sprinkled in some insights from RoleCatcher's Career Guide, highlighting those 3 distinct career stages that can guide your growth in this field.
Now let's uncover some more nuanced strategies that can really elevate your interview game.
Okay, I'm ready for those pro-level tips. What hidden gems does RoleCatcher have in store for us?
Let's talk about a question that often trips people up. Tell me about yourself. It seems simple enough, but it's a chance to make a strong first impression and set the tone for the rest of the interview.
So how do I go beyond just reciting my resume and really capture their attention?
RoleCatcher emphasizes the importance of tailoring your answer to the specific role, highlighting those experiences that demonstrate your passion for food and your qualifications as a delicatessen specialized seller.
So instead of launching into a chronological history of every job I've ever had, I should focus on those aspects that showcase my love for gourmet delights and my ability to connect with customers over a shared love of food.
Exactly. Think about it like crafting a delicious appetizer. You want to pique their interest and leave them wanting more.
Okay, I like that analogy. So how do I create that perfect appetizer-style introduction?
Imagine the interviewer says, "Tell me about yourself." And you respond with, "Well, I've always been fascinated by the world of food, especially the art of creating a perfect cheese and charcuterie board. In my previous role at a gourmet grocery store, I loved helping customers discover new flavors and create memorable experiences for their gatherings. I'm excited about this opportunity to bring my passion and expertise to your deli, where I can continue to learn and grow in a fast-paced environment."
Ooh, I can almost taste that introduction. It's concise, engaging, and highlights those key aspects of passion experience and a desire to learn. And it definitely leaves me wanting to know more.
Exactly. You've piqued their interest and set the stage for a more in-depth conversation about your qualifications.
Now let's talk about something that can make or break an interview. Research.
It's amazing how many candidates show up unprepared, without even glancing at the company's website.
It's like showing up to a potluck without bringing a dish.
RoleCatcher emphasizes the importance of going beyond the surface level. Don't just skim their About Us page. Delve into their history, their mission, their values.
So I should be reading customer reviews, checking out their social media, really getting a feel for their brand and their target audience.
Exactly. The more you know about the company, the better equipped you'll be to answer their questions and demonstrate your genuine interest.
Imagine the interviewer asks, "What do you know about our company?" And I respond with, "I've been following your journey for a while now, and I'm really impressed by your commitment to sourcing locally produced ingredients and creating a unique deli experience for your customers. I especially loved that article I read about your partnership with that local artisan cheesemaker. It shows your dedication to supporting small businesses and providing high-quality products.
That's a home run answer. You've demonstrated that you've done your research, you understand their values, and you're genuinely interested in what they do.
It's about showing that I'm not just looking for any job, I'm looking for the right fit.
Precisely. And that kind of enthusiasm can make all the difference.
Now let's talk about a topic that often makes candidates sweat: salary expectations.
It's that awkward dance of trying to figure out what you're worth without lowballing yourself or scaring them off.
RoleCatcher has some great advice for navigating this delicate conversation.
They recommend doing your research beforehand. Use websites like Glassdoor or Salary.com to get a sense of the average salary range for similar roles in your area.
So I should know my worth and be prepared to articulate it confidently, but also be flexible and open to negotiation.
Exactly. And be prepared for follow-up questions. They might ask about your previous salary or try to understand your reasoning behind your expectations.
Imagine the interviewer asks, "What are your salary expectations?"
Mm-hmm.
And I respond with, "Based on my experience, my skills, and research into similar roles in this area, I'm looking for a salary in the range of X to Y. I'm confident that I can bring significant value to your company, and I'm open to discussing this further."
That's a perfect balance of confidence and flexibility. You've stated your expectations clearly, without sounding demanding or inflexible.
Okay, I'm feeling more prepared to handle that salary conversation now. What other tips does RoleCatcher have up their sleeve?
Let's talk about the power of asking thoughtful questions at the end of the interview.
So many candidates waste this opportunity to demonstrate their curiosity and engagement.
RoleCatcher encourages you to prepare a few questions beforehand that showcase your knowledge of their products, their target market, or even their industry challenges.
So instead of just asking about their company culture or benefits package, I should be digging deeper, showing that I've really thought about this role and how I can contribute to their success.
Exactly. Think about it as an opportunity to continue the conversation and leave a lasting impression.
Imagine the interviewer asks, "Do you have any questions for me?" And I respond with, "Yes, I'm curious about your plans for expanding your online ordering system. I noticed that you recently launched a new website, and I'm wondering how you're planning to integrate that with your deli operations."
That's a fantastic question. You've shown that you're paying attention to industry trends, you understand their business challenges, and you're thinking strategically about how you can contribute to their growth.
It's about demonstrating that I'm not just looking for a job. I'm looking for partnership.
And that kind of forward-thinking attitude can make a huge difference.
Okay, RoleCatcher has given us so many amazing tips, but I'm curious about your personal perspective. What's one piece of advice you'd give to someone preparing for a Delicatessen Specialized Seller interview?
Practice, practice, practice. It's one thing to have all these great answers in your head, but it's another thing to articulate them clearly and confidently in a real interview setting.
So I should be finding a friend, a family member,
Oh,
or even a mirror, and practicing my answers out loud.
exactly. It'll help you refine your delivery, identify any awkward phrasing, and build your confidence.
It's like rehearsing for a play. The more you practice, the more natural and comfortable you'll feel on stage.
And don't forget to use RoleCatcher's AI for video practice. You can record yourself answering those interview questions and then have their AI analyze your delivery, your body language, and even the tone of your voice.
Seriously, it's like having a personal acting coach in my pocket.
The AI can provide feedback on areas where you could improve, like speaking more clearly, making eye contact, or projecting confidence.
Okay, that's mind-blowing. RoleCatcher is really going above and beyond to help candidates prepare for every aspect of the interview process.
And let's not forget about their AI-powered resume analysis.
Oh yeah, we talked about that briefly in part 1. How exactly can that help me stand out from the crowd?
Remember how we talked about the importance of tailoring your resume to the specific job description? Well, RoleCatcher's AI can actually analyze your resume and compare it to the keywords and skills mentioned in the job posting.
So it's like having a personal resume stylist who's making sure my outfit is perfectly tailored for the occasion.
Exactly. And the AI doesn't just point out the problems, it provides suggestions for improvement.
So it can tell me if I need to add specific skills, rephrase certain bullet points, or even rearrange the order of my experiences to better highlight my qualifications.
You got it. And the best part is you're in control. You can accept or reject the AI's suggestions, making sure your resume always reflects your personal brand and career goals.
It's a collaboration between human creativity and artificial intelligence, working together to create the perfect resume.
Precisely. And let's not forget about the added benefit. of being discovered by employers on RoleCatcher's
Wait,
platforms.
employers can actually find me on RoleCatcher?
Absolutely. If you opt in, employers can use their reverse matching system to search for candidates with specific skills and experience.
It's like having a personal headhunter, working tirelessly to connect me with the perfect opportunity.
Exactly. Employers can input their job requirements, and RoleCatcher's AI will match them with candidates who have the highest scores based on their resumes and skills.
So it's not just about applying for jobs. It's about being found by employers who are actively seeking talent like mine.
You got it. It's like having a spotlight shining directly on your qualifications, making you stand out from the crowd.
Okay, I'm feeling super empowered right now.
Mhm.
RoleCatcher is like a secret weapon for job seekers, providing all the tools and resources I need to land my dream job.
And remember, it's not just about the technology. It's about combining that with your passion, your enthusiasm, and your genuine love for food.
That's what will ultimately make you shine in the interview and land that coveted spot behind the deli counter.
Speaking of shining, let's not forget about those 3 distinct career stages for a Delicatessen Specialized Seller.
We touched on them briefly in part 1, but let's dive a little deeper. What exactly does it take to progress from entry level to senior Delicatessen Specialized Seller?
It's a journey of skill development, experience,
Great.
and a genuine passion for the craft.
So it's not just about putting in the time, it's about continuously learning and growing.
Exactly. Let's break down those career stages, shall we?
Got all ears.
At the entry level, you're focusing on the fundamentals. You're assisting customers, maintaining a clean and organized shop floor, stocking shelves, and, of course, learning everything you can about those delicious delicatessen products.
It's about absorbing knowledge like a sponge and building a solid foundation for your career.
And RoleCatcher has a great tip for those just starting out. Work in a related environment, like a deli, gourmet food store, or specialty food shop.
It's a chance to immerse yourself in the world of gourmet food, gain practical experience, and make valuable connections.
Now let's say you've mastered the basics, and you're ready for more responsibility. That's where the Junior Delicatessen Specialized Seller stage comes in.
So what new challenges and opportunities await at this level?
At this stage, you're starting to apply your specialized knowledge to assist customers. You're recommending pairings, answering their questions, and even resolving any issues or complaints that may arise.
It's about showcasing your expertise and providing exceptional customer service.
And RoleCatcher's Career Guide provides a real-world example of someone at this stage. They highlight a Junior Delicatessen Specialized Seller who has developed a deep understanding of various delicatessen products and uses that knowledge to confidently assist customers, suggesting pairings to enhance their culinary experiences.
They're not just slicing and dicing. They're becoming a trusted advisor, a guide for the world of gourmet delights.
Exactly. And they're also taking on more responsibility for inventory management, restocking shelves, and collaborating with team members to ensure a smooth operation.
It's all about taking ownership of their role and contributing to the success of the deli.
Now let's fast forward a bit and imagine you've honed your skills, gained years of experience, and you're ready to take on a leadership role.
Welcome to the world of the Senior Delicatessen Specialized Seller.
This is where you become a mentor, a strategist, and a true expert in your field.
So what does a day in the life of a Senior Delicatessen Specialized Seller look like?
You're training and mentoring junior staff members, developing sales strategies to drive revenue, building relationships with suppliers, and even conducting product tastings and demonstrations for customers.
You're basically the maestro of the deli, orchestrating a symphony of deliciousness.
And RoleCatcher's Career Guide provides a fantastic example of someone at this stage. They highlight a Senior Delicatessen Specialized Seller who excels at training and mentoring, developing sales strategies, building supplier relationships, and analyzing market trends to adjust product offerings.
They're not just working in the deli, they're shaping its future.
And they have the credentials to back it up. They even hold a bachelor's degree in business administration with a specialization in hospitality management, along with certifications in food safety and customer service.
Yeah, talk about impressive. It's clear that reaching this level requires dedication, passion, and a commitment to continuous learning.
Absolutely. And speaking of learning, RoleCatcher has some valuable advice for those looking to climb the gourmet ladder.
I'm all ears. What are their secrets to success?
They suggest taking online courses or workshops on topics like food presentation, food pairing, and product sourcing.
It's about constantly expanding your knowledge and skills to stay ahead of the curve.
They also recommend creating a portfolio, showcasing your knowledge, customer service abilities, and any special projects you've worked on.
Think of it as your culinary resume, a testament to your passion and expertise.
And finally, RoleCatcher encourages you to network like crazy, join professional associations, attend industry events, and connect with other professionals in the field.
Think suppliers, distributors, local producers, anyone who shares your love for gourmet food.
It's about building your own culinary network, a community of like-minded individuals who can support and inspire you throughout your career.
So it's not just about landing a job. It's about finding your tribe, your community, your place in the world of food.
And who knows, maybe those connections will lead to unexpected opportunities, collaborations, or even lifelong friendships.
The possibilities are truly endless.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground in part 2, from interview strategies to career development tips, but we're not quite finished yet.
There's still more to explore.
Join us for part 3, where we'll delve into some final thoughts on personal branding, showcasing your passion, and making a lasting impression in the world of gourmet food.
Until then, keep prepping, keep learning, and keep those taste buds tingling.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We've been on a delicious journey through the world of Delicatessen Specialized Sellers, dissecting interview questions, exploring career paths, and even getting a taste of how RoleCatcher's AI can boost your chances of landing that dream job.
And now we're adding those finishing touches, the secret ingredients that transform you from a qualified candidate into an unforgettable one.
Okay, I'm all about those secret ingredients. What's the special sauce? That'll make me stand out in a sea of cheese enthusiasts.
It's about showcasing what makes you you. Think of it as personal branding, but for foodies, what's your unique flavor profile?
So not just knowing my gorgonzola from my Gruyere, but what makes me the cheese guru they need. Exactly. It's about identifying those subtle nuances that set you apart. Maybe it's an uncanny ability to pair craft beers with the perfect cheese, or a deep knowledge of regional Italian cured meats.
Or maybe it's that infectious enthusiasm that bubbles over when I describe the delicate balance of flavors in a perfectly aged cheddar.
Precisely. It's that spark that transforms you, from someone who sells food to someone who lives it, and that's what makes you memorable.
Yeah, I love the idea of a personal flavor profile, but how do I infuse that into the interview process? Got any tips on how to weave that magic into my answers?
Think stories, not just statements. RoleCatcher emphasizes showcasing your passion, and what better way to do that than with a compelling anecdote?
So instead of just saying I worked at a deli, I should paint a picture. Of that time, I tracked down a rare truffle oil for a customer who was desperate to recreate a childhood memory.
Exactly. You're not just listing a task. You're revealing your dedication and resourcefulness. It could be anything, from organizing a cheese tasting event to volunteering at a local farmer's market. These experiences showcase initiative and passion, things that don't always fit neatly on a resume.
It's about bringing my experience to life and letting the interviewer feel my enthusiasm. It's much more compelling than just stating, I have excellent customer service skills.
Absolutely. And stories are sticky. They're memorable. Think about it. What do you remember more easily? A list of facts or a well-told story?
Definitely a story. It's like the difference between reading a recipe and savoring a delicious meal.
Now let's say you've nailed the interview, showcased your skills, and woven in your personal flavor profile. What are some final touches to leave a lasting impression?
Okay, beyond the thank you note, which I know is essential. What else can I do to make sure I stay top of mind?
Think about what lingers in their mind after you've left. Did you mention a unique culinary skill, like hand-rolled pasta, or a fascinating food blog you follow?
Ooh, I like this of subtly dropping in something intriguing. That will keep me in the conversation,
Yeah.
even after the interview's over.
Exactly. It could even be a book recommendation or a new food trend you're excited about, anything relevant that sparks continued interest and shows that your passion extends beyond the interview room.
It's like planting a seed, hoping it blossoms into, we can't let this one slip away, they're a true gem.
Precisely. And it reinforces the message that you're genuinely invested in this world, not just looking for a paycheck.
Well, we've certainly unpacked a feast of knowledge in this deep dive. It's clear that being a Delicatessen Specialized Seller is more than just a job. It's a passion, a craft, a way of life.
And with the right preparation, a dash of AI magic from RoleCatcher, and a whole lot of heart, you can transform that passion into a rewarding and fulfilling career.
Huge thanks to RoleCatcher for those insightful resources, and to you for joining us on this culinary adventure. Until next time, keep exploring those delicious possibilities and may your future be filled with the most exquisite flavors every